Decades of frustration boiled over on the streets of Tel Aviv and across Israel as thousands of Ethiopian Jews protested against discrimination. It wasn't the first time this community has taken to the streets, but now they have the country's attention following a viral video showing two Israeli police officers beating an Ethiopian Israeli soldier in uniform. Both officers were fired. But this video was a tipping point, a symptom of a much bigger problem. Ethiopians say they're treated like second-class citizens.
Those young people who were born in Israel and they feel Israelis, but still they are in many points, people see them as Ethiopians.
Mehereta Baruch Ron is the deputy mayor of Tel Aviv, an Ethiopian Jew who came to Israel when she was 10 years old, escaping Ethiopia on foot before she could fly to Israel.
The Ethiopian Jews dreamed for 2,000 years to get to Jerusalem.
Baruch Ron is a success story for the Ethiopian community, from an illiterate immigrant to a city and community leader. Many of the 140,000 Ethiopian Jews living in Israel today came over in two massive airlifts in the late 80s and early 90s. The Ethiopians were welcomed with open arms, but the dream gave way to new challenges. The government set up these absorption centers throughout Israel to help Ethiopians get used to a new country. The trouble is, too often Ethiopians say they struggle to find acceptance. Unemployment in the Ethiopian community is 13%, nearly 3 times the national average, and Ethiopians earn a third less than Israelis. According to Tabeka, an Ethiopian advocacy group, less than 2% of Israelis are Ethiopians, but Ethiopians make up nearly 20% of the youth prison populations. Ethiopians have been protesting discrimination for years, especially in 2013 after the government admitted to coaxing Ethiopian women into taking birth control before moving to Israel. But this time, the protests made a difference. The Prime Minister promised to end racism in Israel, while the Chief of Police is working to end police discrimination.
He admitted there is a problem. There is police violence against the Ethiopian community. And that by itself, I think, is a good starting point.
Community leaders say these changes are a major step in the right direction, but they say they have to work fast while they still have the country's attention. Oren Lieberman, CNN Jerusalem.